It's just harrowing, isn't it? That's the end of Alan Kurdi, the 3-year-old boy whose images of his drowning has shocked many people across the world, putting more pressure on politicians. And as the crisis brews over Syrian refugees trying to enter European countries, questions are being raised over why they're not heading to wealthy Gulf states, which are of course closer to home, although those fleeing the Syrian crisis have for several years been crossing into Lebanon, Jordan and Turkey in huge numbers, entering other Arab states, especially in the Gulf. But it's not that straightforward. Let's get more on this now from Hanan Razek from BBC Arabic. So as I was saying there, some have gone to the Gulf states, but why are they drawn to the European Union, where culturally they're going to be less at home, and as we're now reporting, it's getting more and more difficult?
So let's have a look first at the Gulf states. As much as they are very influential in the Arab region and in the Arab League, they are not signatories to the 1951 UN Refugee Convention, which defines who is a refugee and what rights they have. So basically, in order to go into the Gulf country, you wouldn't be granted an asylum status. So you can either get a tourist visa or a work permit, which has to be sponsored. So from a Syrian refugee's point of view, it's a lengthy process, and it takes time and it takes effort and it takes time to find a job with a sponsor that will guarantee you into the country.
So it's not that they don't want to go to the Gulf states, it's just that it's really difficult.
It is really difficult, and there is another reason which makes Europe more appealing for Syrian refugees. That is, if they want to think of a better future and more stable life for their kids, if they are granted asylum in Europe, then it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time until they get a citizenship and they are naturalized. So it means free education and better and stable lives for their children. So it makes Europe more appealing for Syrian refugees rather than going into the Gulf countries that actually is very costly to live there as well. So that adds to the reasons that it's not as appealing as Europe.
Still, the pressure's on, isn't it, for the Gulf states to review how they handle the migrant situation. Just reading a Facebook message from the Syrian community in Denmark. They're sharing a video at the moment showing migrants being allowed to enter Austria and Hungary, prompting one user to ask, how did we flee from the region of our Muslim brethren, which should take more responsibility for us than the country they describe as infidels? A lot of social media pressure there.
It's true, and over the past week we've seen so many social media campaigns targeting exactly this, like the Gulf countries. We've seen two different hashtags on Twitter, and namely Syrian refugees are welcome in the Gulf countries, and welcoming refugees is a Gulf duty. And it's people saying that we welcome the refugees in our houses, they are our brothers, and we should take them in.
Hannah, many thanks for that. We'll keep you updated.